My man's, how's it going? Take a look at this. Yeah, that man is infected with ye old mustard plague, alright? Just listen to that. It is foul. And I get to listen to that for like 30 hours. And here's the thing about this plague. Whenever one of these medieval men touch me, there's a chance that I can be infected with it. And if I don't find a way to cure myself, I'll die. And this is on hardcore. I'm gonna spend the next 100 days fighting off a constantly evolving plague and building an absolutely beautiful medieval mansion. Then on day 100, there will be an all-out assault where these plagued citizens will attack and try to destroy the mansion that I just spent like 30 hours building. I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different this time around. If you want to watch the full, mostly unedited playthrough of this, I got a link to it on my second channel called Mustard Sean. It is absolutely perfect for watching it in bed or what, I don't know, wherever you'd watch it, right? You can, it's a very long version of this, is what I'm trying to say. I got a link to it, alright? Okay, here we go. I spawned in this huge valley. There were cliffs all around me, a ton of trees, and this wooden outpost nearby. Before running blindly into what could be full of plagued people, I first cut down a tree and got a basic tool set. Then I went over to the outpost. Inside of it, I was absolutely shocked to find diamonds. There was 3 of them in a chest. And I know what you're thinking, whoa, diamonds already? That's pretty good. I'll tell you, no, it is not good as you think, because I can't even use them yet. To use diamonds, and any sort of tool for that matter, you need to level up your stats in this mod pack. And to do that, you need to spend XP. And speaking of that, I encountered my very first plagued citizen. Shortly after curing that man, I went out to get more XP. I was gonna need as much XP as I possibly could get, because currently, I couldn't even equip iron armor. I was a very vulnerable man. And just like the beginning of any MMO, I started it by killing as many pigs as I possibly could. That night when I got back to the outpost, my plan was to start investing all of my XP currently into protection so that I could start using armor as soon as possible. I need to get to level 5, because at level 5 you can start using iron armor, and without iron armor I felt very vulnerable, so I wanted to get to level 5 as fast as I possibly could. And since it was night, I figured there would be a bunch of plagued citizens that would show up, so I left the safety of my outpost and went out to cure. Yeah, I'll say that. I went out to cure them. Oh! Oh! There's so many of them. Like they just keep spawning. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, you go outside and you hear, just in the darkness, people coughing and hacking up phlegm and puking. It sounds absolutely disgusting, and it's actually quite terrifying. It reminds you that this plague is actually viral, and that if one of these things touches you, you can get infected. And that's exactly what happened to me. Wait, hold on a second. I'm infected. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Okay, this isn't good. To cure the infection, all you gotta do is just eat a golden apple. And you know what? Hey, the outpost, it had a big golden block in there. It also had some apples. Oh, one small problem though. I can't use an iron pickaxe, and therefore I could not mine that golden block. At this point, I had been investing all of my XP into defense, and absolutely none of it into mining. And mining is the trait that allows you to use an iron pickaxe, so therefore I had everything I needed, but I couldn't mine I couldn't get the golden block. So my new priority, I wouldn't say priority, my new necessity was to get mining to level 5. Otherwise the infection was gonna kill me. As time goes on, there's going to be more and more plagued citizens that show up. Right now, there isn't that many, which is good normally, but in this situation, not very good, because I needed XP badly, and there wasn't enough of them for me to get the XP that I needed. And I was starting to think, okay, I might end this on day 1. But when the timer hit 0, I didn't die. The infection simply moved to phase 2. The downside, now all my stats are weakened, and I move slightly slower. Not to mention all the plagued citizens are nowhere to be found now. I guess the plague is still spreading across the kingdom or something. I need a few more people to get infected. So I went underground to look for more. And I ran into yet another problem. I can't make torches yet. Because you need flint and steel, and I can't make flint and steel because it's flint and steel. Not flint and iron, it's flint and steel. So I had no way to light the unlit torches. However, I was able to steal some already lit torches from the outpost and bring those down underground with me. Yeah, I found a citizen in a wall, so I cured him. Then I realized there was an opening that I could jump through, so it took me into a collapsed mine system. A very dangerous area to be in, but when I was already going to die if I didn't act, I was fine taking this risk. So I continued through the mine, trying to desperately level up as fast as I could. And I was getting there, but I wasn't getting there fast enough. And then I was randomly teleported. At the time I didn't realize it, but I had stepped on a plant, like an ender plant or something that teleports you to a nearby location, and it put me in a different part of the cave, and I was completely confused.
I have no idea what just happened there. I was just fully teleported somewhere else.
Time was ticking, and I still wasn't getting enough experience. But then I remembered, you can mine coal to get XP. So I started mining as much coal as I could, and I didn't realize it, but the infection timer ran out and moved to stage 3, which is the final stage. At this point, you're very weak. You know, almost one touch will kill you. Not to mention, you're pretty much walking at this point. But I was only 1 level away from being able to use an iron pickaxe. I just needed to get my XP up to level 7. I found my way out of the cave and spent the evening looking for citizens that I could cure. And then I found a group, cured them by cracking their hands open. Why did I write that in the script? And with that, I finally had enough XP to use an iron pickaxe. But when I got back to the outpost, it was under assault by more plagued citizens. When I got inside, I saw that the 2 villagers that were in there had been infected. I guess I will be curing them as soon as I cure myself. But first, I leveled up my mining, made an iron pickaxe, cracked open the bars, got the gold out of there, made the golden apple, and finally cured my infection. It was now time to cure, in another way, the people who were living in this outpost before me.
It's too late for you.
Oh!
I had to do it. Imagine I just got infected again.
In the morning, I went mining to get more iron so I could focus on getting myself armor. I went back into the mine I was in the night before, and pretty much right next to where the entrance was, there was a chest.
Oh, torches. Lit torches, too. And a golden apple. That's been here the whole time. Okay, I could've just...
Well, you know what? At least I have one now in case of another infection, so that's fine. I was down there for a while, getting as much iron and XP as I possibly could.
Wither, what did I touch? Why am I on fire now? What are those? Just get rid of the... Okay. Okay. There's fire plants down here. Can I break them with a... pickaxe? I can. Oh, that's interesting. What are they called? Cinder bloom. It's not exactly on theme, but you know what? When a man gets desperate, a man... Okay, these spiders are... Spiders are becoming a problem. I just want this iron, then I'm gonna get out of here. Oh no, here they... I just want the iron. I'm gonna die to spiders. Just get out of this cave before I die. Where's the exit?
Later that night, I was starting to sort my stuff into a chest. My plan was to leave this place soon and start looking for somewhere permanent to live and build a absolutely beautiful, beautiful mansion. But while I was doing that, I noticed that a blood moon was rising.
No, 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 no blood moon. We don't need to have the blood moon. I wanna just give me a break, please. I don't even know if I'm prepared for a blood moon here.
The plague hasn't spread too much yet, alright? So, at this point, the blood moon wasn't super dangerous. I didn't think that many plagued citizens would show up. But it was still a good opportunity to get as much XP as I possibly could. Regardless, I only had one golden apple, and I didn't want to get infected again. When I had some armor, I went out to fight the infected citizens, and hopefully get some XP. By this point, I was able to equip iron armor, so I felt a little bit better about this, but still, I didn't want to get infected, alright?
I just heard my first one. Okay. 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 I do not want any of them to touch me. No! Just as I said that, infected again.
Oh, okay, there goes that golden apple. That's just a huge waste, right? But you know what? At least I had found it, because otherwise I'd be in the same position I had just been in, where I was just desperately looking for stuff and running against the timer. However, it also means that I'm out of medicine now, and that if I am infected, it could potentially be deadly. So, I needed to be a man who was very careful at this point. Very, very careful. Despite that, I grabbed all my stuff and left this area. I didn't want to be in this valley anymore. I was looking for somewhere better to build, so I climbed out of the valley of Gubashia. What have I written in the script? I don't know. I crossed some dark woods, got in a boat, and sailed along the coast until I saw a biome that I liked, which was kind of this I don't know, it looked like Westfall from World of Warcraft, and I like that a lot, so... Yeah, I also saw some turkeys. It was good.
Hey, turkeys! Gobble gobble!
Okay, this seemed like a perfect area for a man like me. I love this. This was good. And for once in a 100 days video, I knew exactly where I wanted to build, and it wasn't day 67 by the time I figured that out. It was here. This place was absolutely beautiful. I loved it. So I kept looking around a little bit just to find the exact perfect location, and I found a brick house. But I've stayed in one of these things before, in my 100 days in the Arctic video, so I didn't want to do that again. But I did grab some supplies and kept looking. And I found this tower, which would be perfect for now. So I climbed to the top, put down a bed, and got cozy. This would be my temporary base while I built my mansion.
Look at this. This is absolutely perfect.
The next order of business was getting weapons. Right now I could only use stone weapons, and I wanted to be able to use iron weapons. And not just iron weapons, I wanted to be able to use special medieval iron weapons, like great swords and halberds and the big boy weapons, alright? I wanted to use them. So I needed to get more XP, and I also needed to find cows to get leather so that I could make hilts and poles, which were needed for the upgraded weapon. So I went out looking for cows.
The cow! Where are them cows at? Hey, there's one. Perfect. I need your leather. Oh! Not drop leather? Where's another cow? You are going to give me leather, do you understand? Maybe there's something I'm not getting. Leather. This is what we need. Smoking. I can turn meat into leather? Are you kidding? And you just drop leather anyways, okay. Well, have you always been able to do that in Minecraft? Turn meat into leather? I like that though, you would just throw something in the smoker. The smoke, you know what, I'm gonna make a smoker instead of a furnace. I'm gonna do this more realistically. Let's see. How do you make a smoker? I'm making a smoker for sure. For sure. I actually have a smoker in real life. I haven't used it in a couple weeks, but I love smoking meats. Very good. I often think if I didn't do a gaming channel and an airsoft channel that you should subscribe to, alright? Go subscribe to that. I would love to do a cooking channel. Forge Labs meats. Come get them. Mustard meats. We're gonna cook them. Mustard cooking. It's good. It's good stuff. So yeah, that would be the slogan, something like that. Maybe I will do a cooking channel. Smoker. There it is. All right. The beauty of this thing, we throw that in there. We throw those in there. Give me some good stuff.
After that, I made a special iron sword.
There we go. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to bed before any disgusting coughing show up.
If I wanted to build a giant mansion, there was absolutely no way I was doing that with stone tools. I wanted to use iron tools, and just like everything else, armor, weapons, and pickaxes, I needed to also get my building skill up high enough that I could use iron stuff. So that's what the next focus was on. And for a brief moment, I thought that the best way of getting XP to do this would be to go into the dungeon that was below the brick house that I found. However, once I was down there, I remembered that I did not have any golden apples and that if a zombie touched me, I would likely be infected and probably die. So I left. I don't know how I could just forget something like that. I'm an idiot. So then I shifted my focus to mining to try to get gold, because without gold, I'm just basically one dead man. So I started mining, and I got about halfway down to where I would start to find gold, but I ran out of torches, so I came back up. And then I remembered I can't just make more torches. There were unlit torches, and to make torches, I would need flint and steel, not flint and iron. It had to be flint and steel. And you can see just how one simple thing spirals out of control. The good news was that steel wasn't the only way to light torches. You could also make a matchbook, so I went and got some bamboo. I made it into paper, and then I combined the paper with wooden slabs, which gave me a matchbook. I then used that matchbook to light all of the torches at once by mixing them with the matches, and then I had a full stack of torches that I could use. The problem is that these torches, even though they're lit, it will eventually become unlit, and I will need to light them again, even after I place them. So, it's a lot of work for a man, a lot of work for a man in this medieval world. But with all of that out of the way, I could finally start to look for gold again. So I went back into the mine the next day, and when you're down in the mine in the dark and you just listen to this.
How deep is this place? Do you hear that? Oh, come on.
I went further in and I got down to Y level 9, and I mined a bit until I found an opening.
Oh. Oh. That just sounds... It's the worst thing I've ever heard. Okay, there we go. Oh, they're falling off the... I need that gold. I need that gold. Oh! I'm absolutely terrified to do what I gotta do. Oh man, does not like doing this. Just to be sure, do that.
I got as much gold as I could from the 2 veins, surely enough to make another golden apple in case I got infected again. And I wanted to look around a little bit more while I was down there.
What are you gonna do? Oh. Oh. Time to get out of here. Okay, hearing a lot of them. Time to go. Alright. Okay. So currently I have defense at 5, attack at 5, gathering at 3, and mining at 5. I need to get this up. I want to be able to use iron pickaxe.
I wanted to find a village, because if I found a village, I could start doing a lot of really good stuff, so I started looking around in the nearby area, and I found nothing to the right of the tower, so then I got in a boat and sailed in front of the tower, and I didn't find much there either. But the good news was that there was a ton of coal, which I was both going to need for building stuff, but also it was a good place to get a lot of experience, which, again, I still wasn't able to use iron tools like axes and shovels, which I was absolutely going to need if I was going to build this massive mansion. After getting as much coal as I could, I was able to level up to level 4, which is close, but not quite there yet. I just need one more level to go. When I got back to my side of the lake, I investigated there's a weird plant.
Bringing back stack after stack after stack. What is this stuff? What is that? Cherry bomb. Oh, whoa! What? What is the point of jam? You just get rid of those.
I then spent the night curing a bunch of plagued citizens to get my experience up to level 7 so that I could get my building up to level 5. In the morning, I spent it all, and then finally made an iron axe. And with an iron axe, I could begin the very long process of gathering a ton of wood. But here's the thing about the trees in, I guess, this mod. They're not normal trees. You can't just cut straight up and then have the tree disappear. The logs are everywhere in the giant bush of a tree. So you cut 5 up, and then you look to your left, and there's about 7 more just hidden amongst the leaves. So you start placing down other wood. It's just to cut down one tree, it takes like 5 minutes. It is a long, grueling process that a man like me absolutely does not have the patience for. Regardless, I spent the entire day cutting down these trees.
This is nuts. These are the most annoying trees in the world to cut down. This is insane. The wood never ends. Like, it's just more and more wood. Oh my god. I keep putting wood down to get more wood.
It was day 10, which meant that it was a plague spread night. And therefore, I needed to make sure that I was prepared for it. So I spent the entire day repairing the tower by smelting down iron to make bars, then using those bars to make a nice secure perimeter around where I would later just leave. So this was just a big waste of time. I don't know why I bothered doing this. I also fixed the floor. I did a whole bunch of stuff to make it secure up here. Big waste of time because at nightfall, I just climbed right onto the roof and got ready for the plague spread event.
I'm an idiot. I'm a complete idiot. I'm a complete, and I got infected too. Oh, I may as well. Okay. 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 Okay, there's so many more in there than I thought. There's another massive group. Oh, there's more coming this way. I got... back to this. Oh! 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 I gotta keep watching behind me, that's the worst part. Oh! They're not going. There's another group, there's another horde coming. Oh. There's another group! Why did they try to go through the middle of it? I just want this XP. Look how many there is. There's more over there too. Okay.
Instead of curing myself, I made an iron short sword and dumped all of my XP into attack, and then I went down to the ground and started fighting off the horde that had been that followed me to my tower to get more XP.
They're still here. They followed me to my tower. It's gonna take way too long.
After swinging and slashing at them for a while, I realized this was gonna take forever to kill all of these plagued citizens this way. So I cured myself, jumped off the tower, and tried to lure them away.
Come on! Look at them. Come on, everyone! Down here! I have a shovel. Okay, now I just gotta kind of bob them into the hole. There's more coming. I don't know how I'm gonna bob everyone into this hole. I've bobbed two in. Come on, everyone, get back! There's too many.
I managed to get them all into this pit that I had dug, where I then was able to safely kill them. With all of that out of the way, I could finally shift my focus to the next phase, which was gathering the absolute truckload of building supplies that I would need to build the Mustard Manor. I just came up with that right now. So I spent a good chunk of that evening mining for cobblestone, because I was gonna need a lot of it. To get all this cobblestone, I was gonna need a lot of tools, tons and tons of tools. So the next day I was making some new ones and minding my own business. I hear someone puking downstairs.
Someone just threw up down there. You wake up and you hear a man throw up. Oh, I'm infected again. And do you hear that? Okay. That was foul. This is it. After this apple, I gotta find more gold, so... I had just enough gold. How many apples do I have? Okay. Don't touch me. Do not touch me. This is foul.
And there goes there goes the final golden apple I had. So time to stop working on the manor and focus on getting gold again. A man who's got gold on the mind. That's all I could do. Especially now where the infection rate is even higher. It's almost a guarantee that if one of these things touch you, you're going to get the plague. And without gold, I'd be one dead man. So my focus now had to be on getting gold once again. But the good news was that since I was focused on mining anyways, I could likely get 2 birds, 1 smack, as Kim always says, and get my cobblestone and my gold at the same time. The problem though is that there's a lot of plagued citizens down in the mines, and I don't know what they're doing down there. I don't know why they always go down. I can't get the plague. All right, I gotta mine without getting the plague. Very, very scary to do that.
Oh. Oh. Guys are relaxed. Oh. Oh. Come on, why? Surprised I can even mine these.
I was running into a lot of plagued citizens down there, and I felt like I was pushing my luck, so I left. I also ran out of torches, and because of the realistic torches mod, I couldn't just simply make torches. I was a man who had to put in some work, you know? I also wanted to get diamond armor on me as fast as possible, but to do that, I needed level 16 in defense, which was significantly higher than the level 5 that was required to use iron armor. Level 16 in defense requires like the equivalent of like 45 levels of regular Minecraft XP. That was a lot for a man like me. So for now, I you know what? I said 45 levels. I have no clue. That was just a guess. It's a lot of XP is what I mean to say. So for now, my focus with the XP that I was gathering would be to dump it into defense and try to get that up as high as possible, as fast as possible. The next day I gunned it out the door.
You gotta just get it. You come out the door, you gotta go fast. You gotta run straight out the door, otherwise some guy's gonna puke on you. And then I'm screwed because I don't have gold.
I was carefully cutting down trees to get more wood so that I could make torches and then resume mining so that I could get gold and the cobblestone that I was gonna need to build the mustard manor. These trees, they were driving me a little bit buck nutty. I was starting to get a little bit crazy cutting down all these funky trees, all right? They had random logs hidden amongst the leaves, and you'll see later that I ended up with a galaxy of floating leaves around my mansion.
Oh, there's one in there. Probably a nice little piece of wood somewhere in there. That's... What are you guys doing? What are you doing? Oh, he almost touched me. I cannot be touched by these things.
Currently, without golden apples, even cutting down trees in the open is a high-risk activity, because if one of those disgusting plagued citizens, I'm gonna find a better word for, sneaks up behind me and touches me, I'm dead, all right? So even cutting down trees right now was a high risk thing to do. But I felt secure enough because I was listening. I felt like a man with the world's biggest ears. Just listening for any little sound I could hear and constantly checking around. The trees were still bothering me though, so I used flint and I mixed it with steel, not iron. I got steel by smelting down iron. And now I had a flint and steel, which I then used to try to deal with the floating leaves by lighting several trees on fire and causing a bit of a controlled forest fire here. Hoping to get rid of some of the leaves.
Much better. Much better.
But the next day, I guess the fires had attracted some unwanted attention, which isn't great because I still don't have gold and therefore a way to cure myself if I was touched by one of these things.
Where are they coming? They better not be coming here. Where are you guys going? Oh, turn around. There's nothing for you here. Look at this guy's face. And bleeding out on one side. There's a lot of random... I hope those go away.
After seeing that, I knew that I was going to need to fight my way out of the tower, so I made an iron halberd, right? If you're unfamiliar with some of my other videos, the halberd is a beautiful, absolutely beautiful weapon. This thing, it's got reach, so I don't need to get close to these disgusting creatures. I can skewer them with them. I mean, cure them. It's perfect, all right? It does a ton of damage too. It's also a two-handed weapon, which means while using it, I cannot use a shield, and therefore I'll get like 700 comments from people telling me to use a shield. You know, why didn't you go ahead and leave a comment saying, "Wow, I can't believe this man is so brave that he doesn't use a shield. Only a true brave man like this man would not use a shield in the face of such danger. Because shields are for cowards, people who hide behind a wall of steel, but not this man. This man is, what am I saying right now? Just focus on the video. This is not, so unnecessary. The halberd's a good weapon, alright? I'm just glad to have one of these things. I finally got back to mining, but this time, I was only getting cobblestone near the surface. I didn't want to go too deep yet because I'm gonna be honest, I was scared, alright? I was the coward hiding behind the iron. I was scared I was gonna get infected and lose everything that I'd done so far and have to start this whole video over again. But, you know, sometimes a man's gotta take a risk or something like that. Anyways, I spent the whole day getting as much cobblestone as I could near the surface. In the morning, while I was out getting more wood, I found another one of those outposts.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
The good news, there's gold in there. The bad news, it looks like this one has been overrun by plagued citizens. So I gotta be extra careful getting the gold because otherwise it's pointless because I'll just get infected and then have to use the gold that I found. So that is not ideal. So I hopped the wall, got in, secured the place, looted it, looked to see what these guys may have to trade with, but in order to trade with them, I need emeralds, so I thought I'd use the oldest trick in the book where I trade sticks to a Fletcher. You know, like an idiot who just keeps buying your sticks. But then I made the fletching table, and this man had no interest in becoming a stick buyer. I guess it's because I'm on 1.12, but this just ended up being a huge waste of time. However, I did get the gold though, so when you got gold, you can sigh a breath of relief, you know? Sigh a breath of gold, that's what I always say. Yeah, it's quite good. I got back to the tower and I continued to smelt down my cobblestone. I was gonna convert this all into stone bricks. But I want you to take a look in this chest right here, right? I have 14 apples at this point. That is a beautiful amount of apples. Take a look at that. Hey, get it in your brain. Look, Sean has 14 apples. Good. Because soon I won't have 14 apples. Because I'm gonna somehow lose this. And I want to figure out when and where I lost these apples. Because it becomes a huge problem for me. A man with no apples. And as a reminder, you need these things to make golden apples, right? The apples are basically gold in this right now. Okay, so they're currently in that chest right there, right? I'm gonna remember that and we'll look through the footage and see what happens to them. Anyways, now that I had a way to cure the plague and torches, I felt very confident in going down deeper into the mine to get more cobblestone and also more gold. So I went back down and I spent the entire day mining. It was very annoying putting down torches and then having to light them with flint, but it was worth it because I found more gold. Ooh, gold to me right now, better than diamonds. Love to see the stuff. Love, love, love seeing gold. Man with golden eyes. The next day, I did more of the same. I kept mining and kept getting cobblestone, looking for gold. And by this point, also iron and diamonds. But I found something that I wasn't expecting to find.
Is it like lava?
Okay. I have no idea what those things are doing down there. But you're gonna see later on that they become a bit of a problem. And to be quite honest, I suspect that they are responsible for the plague. It wasn't rats. It was these things. It was while mining, I found more diamonds shortly after that, which was good. But again, still can't use them. Soon, very soon I'll be able to use them, but right now I couldn't. But to get to them, I had to cross some confusing, I don't know why I wrote confusing, water and lava.
Oh! Scared me. Look at this.
I spent the rest of the day mining, and eventually I came up to the surface to sleep. I continued cooking the stone in the furnace, but while I was cooking, I took a moment to look out at where I would eventually build Mustard Manor. And those floating leaves were really starting to make a man like me go buck nutty, alright? Really driving me crazy.
These leaves should go away now. Go. Go.
I installed a mod that was supposed to make leaves, what's it called, evaporate? I don't know, disappear, disintegrate. It was supposed to make the loose leaves go away. But I guess because these are modded trees, nope, they get to stay. Stay with me. Me and my I love these floating leaves everywhere. But you know where I can't see floating leaves? Underground mining. So that's exactly where I went. Just back into the mines. Back to chopping down wood. Or stone, whatever.
Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah, okay. It's not supposed to be a scary mod pack.
I kept mining, trying to get as much stone as I could, and whatever else I could find. And what I found startled me.
Why is there so many of these things?
I eventually found an underground river, and a man like me, who knows, there might be some monsters in that river, right? So, I'm not gonna do it, alright? No, I'm done with that joke, it's over. I'm not gonna go fishing in this enough, alright? So I jumped into the river and started looking around, hoping to find something interesting.
This is creepy. Okay. What is going on? Okay. What are these things? What the?
What is going on with these things? They're starting to creep me out. They are definitely responsible for the plague. I don't know how, but you just know it, alright? You know what they've done. A little further up into the cave, I found even more. They're all just sitting there. They eventually led me to the bottom of a dungeon, and against my better judgment, I went in. I was thinking maybe I could find some golden apples in there. And it took me a while, but I found a chest down there. The only problem was that I needed to cross some lava to get to it. But you know what? That did not stop me.
There's a chest right there. I need that. I want no part of whatever's going on over there. I didn't even plan it. Why am I here? What am I... I got infected? Yep, I got infected. Okay. Look at all that TNT up there! I need that. Why am I down here right now?
Alright, look at that. One touch. I was infected again. Draining another 8 gold. But seeing that TNT, oh, when a man like me sees TNT, I'm a little bit excited. I was also excited to open that chest. And when I did, it had some potions, some enchants, some iron pants, which had protection 4, a speed boost, and something else on it, but I forget what it was. So then I shifted my focus to that TNT. I towered up close to it, and then I did something incredibly stupid.
There's chests and creepers up there. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? What was the point of that? What was the point of that? Let's just get out of here.
I cut my losses after that and wanted to get out of there. And on my way out, I did some self-reflecting.
I'm still thinking about what I did with that TNT. Like, why did I do that? I guess I thought I could kill the creepers easily. How much gold do I have? Do I got enough for... Like, what have I done?
It was the next day when I got out of the mines, and the first thing I did was cure my infection. And then I put some stuff into one of the chests, and I cut more trees down and burned some more leaves, and then just went to bed. It was a very boring day. Okay, day 20. Mobs can now see me from much further away, so I guess the plague had spread to their eyes and made them stronger for some reason. I don't know how that makes any sense, but they can see me from much further. So I need to be extra careful now. The area could look totally clear, and I could be cutting down a tree, but 60 blocks away, 15 plagued citizens could start stumbling towards me with one goal and one goal only: make me waste more gold and or kill me. I gotta be very careful. And because of this, tons of them piled outside of my tower. Oh, look at my door. These men wanted inside. Don't know why. There's nothing in here for them, but they wanted in. I guess they wanted some medicine, so I gave them the only medicine that I know that works. A good old halberd to the head. That was stupid. After that was dealt with, I got on my boat and sailed away from the tower. I wanted to see if I could find a village still, and while I did not find one, I found a large abandoned house, so I carefully went inside. A trivia time! In which previous video of mine did I stay in this very same house? And as a bonus, what happened in this house? What dark event? Who was murdered just outside of this house? Answer! Or die. What? No, no one's gonna die if they don't answer. Relax. Okay, so what am I even doing trivia time in the... So I was hoping to find some gold in here, but eventually I didn't. I did, however, find some arrows. Food, I found some bookshelves. I think there was some raw meat in the I don't know. I got a bunch of stuff, right? Got tons of stuff. I left the house and kept following the river. I was still hoping to find a village, but what I found instead was truly shocking.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That wasn't shocking at all. What am I talking about? Regardless, there was 0% chance I was going down there right now. This is something I do later on in the video, right? And what I found down there was truly shocking. When I got back to my tower, I was making flint, minding my own business when...
Oh no.
I realized it was day 20. And it was a plague spread night.
It's an experience. I just can't get hit. Simple as that. Okay. No getting hit. No getting hit. Faster. Okay, you see that little bit of lag there? That's how you hit. Oh my god, there's another port there. Okay, I want to try to lure some through here. First steal this guy. This guy. And this guy. And this guy. We're losing some there, that's good. Another wave just spawned. No, come on. Oh my. Go on. Oh, that spider almost knocked me into the pit there.
Nothing like a nice cup of plague infection in the morning, especially on day 21. You know what they say? There's nothing like ye old pestilence in the morrow. Okay, I spent like 20 minutes trying to get some AI to make regular English converted into medieval English, and that's what it came up with. That was not worth the effort. Despite being infected, I took my sweet time to try and kill all the plagued citizens in the pit that I had made. Rewatching this footage, you know, I had no idea how nice I had it back when the plague wouldn't kill me in like 30 seconds. But it was nice to see this, alright? Because later on, that plague is, you don't want to screw around with that. I had all the time in the world here. Anyways, when that was finally taken care of, I returned to my tower to cure myself, and here I may just solve the mystery of the missing apples. I can see that I transferred all 13 to my inventory, for some reason. I should have just taken one out. I made one golden apple, and I'm putting them in the, why am I putting them in the crafting table? And then I just walked, I can see them sitting on the ground, right next to, and then I just leave the tower. What? Why did I do that? I feel like the Breaking Bad meme where Walter is screaming from inside the car. I figured since I now had some torches and decent weapons, I could take a peek in the nearby dungeon. I went in, and I found this iron sword, which had Unbreaking 3 and Mending. That's hey, that's oh, wonderful combo right there. So I took it and almost got mauled by a farmer zombie. After that I left, I don't have the gold to be doing this sort of thing, or the apples. But I didn't know that at the time. I thought I had all the apples in the world. So I still wanted to find a village, so the following day I set sail again, and this time I went in an entirely different direction, and I ended up at some glacier. So I climbed it, shot some bunnies, gave up, and went home. If I couldn't find a village the old-fashioned way, I would make one. To do this, I made a caravan by combining like 10 chests in a crafting grid, and I can use this to make my own village. I used that caravan to set up a camp the following day, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I have zero clue what I'm doing. I have zero clue how any of this works, but you know what? Oh, I like it. It feels good. This place had everything. It had torches, fences, books, wood, and even had a little tent for me to sleep in. In the morning, I figured out that I'll figure out this village stuff later. For now, I need more building supplies and gold for my mansion, so I went mining nearby. This was boring. I was just mining for whatever I could find, and I found a ton of zombies. There was more mining the next day. I was finding some gold, which was good. What was bad was that I was ignoring silver, which at the time I had no idea how valuable would be later on. Silver was a very, very good resource to get, and here I was just ignoring it. Right now the plague was manageable. If I was infected, I would have enough time to probably get home and grab a golden apple, but I didn't want to be in the habit of leaving golden apples at home because later on, I would not have enough time to run home and grab a golden apple. The plague would spread through my body far quicker.
There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
After several days of mining, I gathered everything I could and I headed back to the tower. And when I got there, I had finally realized the mistake that I had made.
I thought I had a ton of apples. Why do I only have one now? Where did I lose the other apples? It costs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. So I need 2 more gold. Okay, well, I'll figure that out later.
Now I needed wood, and I was gonna need a lot of it, so I started the very long process of cutting down tons and tons of trees. And after a good, hard days of work, I went back to my tower and continued cooking down my cobblestone. I was but a peasant, cutting down trees, working the land, doing what I could to scavenge what little resources I had. But soon I would build my medieval empire. Oh, day 28, very good day. It was time for more back-breaking work. Literally, my back in real life was killing me. Yeah, to get an authentic medieval experience, I played this entire thing on a true-to-life medieval chair made of solid wood at a sharp 90-degree angle. No cushion, just straight wood. Perfect for the back and bum. And speaking of chairs, what a perfect time to tell you about this video's sponsor. Ulrich's Back Massageth. Art thou backeth sore? Come down to thy backs stretched. What am I doing with this joke? Enough of this. I was getting tired of cutting down trees and getting cobblestone. I was getting eager to start building this thing, which is still a bit risky because I could be working away on a wall and all of a sudden Jeremith the Fourth, infected with the world's worst plague, could walk up behind me and give me a big sloppy kiss, and then I'm in, just, what am I talking? I didn't want any plague citizens sneaking up on me, so in order to start building, I needed to build a bit of a perimeter around where I would build. To do that, I made a bunch of railings or fences, or I don't know what they're, I think they're railings. I built a bunch of them, which would keep the plagued citizens away from me. I also wanted to set up a farm so that I had some food coming in, so I invested some XP into that as well. And with all of that out of the way, I could finally start building Mustard Manor. Yeah, but there was one little small problem. I suck at building, and I want to get better, so I thought the best way to learn how to build better would be to follow a guide and try to learn from it. So for this build, I'll be following Big Tony MC's guide on how to make a medieval mansion. I got a link to it in the description. It is a absolute beautiful piece of architecture, right? You see this thing and you think, wow, that is something I want to build, all right? So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. The very first step was to set up the basic layout of the structure, which was one big L. To do this, I used stone bricks and oak logs. After I got the basic shape done, I went back and removed some stone bricks and replaced them with mossy stone bricks that I had stolen from my tower because I figured this would look a little bit better, and also because that's exactly what the guide said to do, so I didn't figure that. He told me to do it, right? I don't know why I'm trying to say that I figured. What am I saying? The next step was to add more oak logs around the perimeter of this thing to give it some depth and just make it not a flat, boring wall. And I learned something here. I always assumed that what you did on the outside, you would have to do on the inside. So these oak logs would need to be replicated on the inside in their exact same positions, just mirrored. But this layout doesn't allow me to do that cleanly. So I would have never tried to build something in this shape. Which is dumb, because clearly you can build in this shape. Turns out you don't need to put the log on the inside in the same position. I don't know if that makes sense, but I learned something here, alright? Which is good to know. Anyways, I got all the logs up, and I lit some torches around where I was working.
Look how many zombies are in there already. I'll have to get rid of those all tomorrow.
Next up, get the door up, right? You need a door. What is a house without a door? It's not a house, it's just a bunch of stuff. That's what I always say, all right? So I got the door set up. I put it right here. I closed it in and placed down a cobblestone block for it. Then I used a spruce door right here. The next step was to bring in the walls, or bring up the walls, make them higher, and put down more doors and some windows. The tutorial called for using black stained glass, which I didn't even know that you could stain glass in Minecraft, right? So I looked up how you do that. Turns out you gotta go slaughter some octopuses, so I killed an octopus, got the ink sac, used the ink sac on the glass that I got from the beach. It doesn't matter. You know how you get glass, right? I'm not gonna explain that. And I got this black stained glass, but when I put it down, yeah, I didn't quite like the look of it. I think because the shaders I'm using, it just didn't look good. It didn't look like glass, so I'm probably gonna swap that out later. Make a little change. But it was day 30, and how could I forget what that meant? I meant it was a plague spread night. And nothing interesting happened though. I just fought them from the safety of my tower. Now that I know the size and layout of the house, I started my farm the next day. I was running out of food, so this farm was pretty crucial for me to get set up and working. But it's just a farm. I don't need to explain that. It's very boring, right? I put down the water, and then I added the crops around the water, started growing them, right? This is more interesting. Look at this, putting up the windows, right? Getting some windows put up around the place, even though I don't like the black glass at this point. Still putting them up, getting the job done, you know? So I put the rest of the windows up. I added some trap doors, and I started bringing up the walls a few more blocks. I was trying to use a blend of stone bricks, moss, and some, like, I guess polished stone? I don't know what it's called. Just to give it a little bit more texture.
Okay, look at all these guys just hanging out in my...
I had to kill all of those plagued citizens. I mean, cure them. All of them. And there was a lot of them. It was starting to stress me out. When things were more calm, though, I resumed work on the manor. Next step was to add some upside-down staircases that would later become a balcony here. Then, it was time to start adding battlements as trim, or an edge to this thing. And that was done by putting down a pattern of slabs and full stone bricks. Lastly, there were spruce planks that would act as a floor. Then I continued to trim the entire layout with these spruce planks, which I assume would be covered up later, but I had no idea how that was gonna happen. This was another thing that I would never do, so I was excited to see how Chunky MC was gonna cover... Wait, his name is not Chunky, it's Big Tony. Why did I write Chunky M's? Who is Chunky? It doesn't matter. I was excited to see how this would get covered up and where this was going, because I was learning a lot here. The next day, I just continued doing this. Added more wood trim. This was followed by repeatedly breaking my legs by increasing the height of the oak log supports.
Oops.
And once I got those oak log towers nice and high, I had to put down some horizontal oak logs across them to make it look good. So that's what I did. But when I got back to my tower that night, got some disturbing news.
Blood moon. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. What are you doing here? Slugging back potions. My poor house, it's not ready yet. They're all spawning in there. They're going to the corner because that's where the water is or something. Got a whole group of them coming this way. Why are they all bunching up there? There's so many coming. Look at this. Oh!
I dealt with the Blood Moon by safely killing all of the plagued citizens from inside my tower with a halberd. And I was very happy to get all that XP, which would be very, very useful.
Sun's coming up. How many zombies have we got in there? 1. Okay. Now I do this. Put this here. And that. Alright, how's it going, everyone? I got some work to do.
I was getting kind of fed up with these torches that were going out, so earlier on, I don't know if I mentioned this, I went and stole a redstone lamp from one of the dungeons. This thing is great because it will not go out, which is very useful. So I placed it down outside of the manor, and now I got a nice little light source out here. It's not very pretty, but at least it's going to keep the place nice and lit up. The next phase was to build the other balcony in the front. To frame it, I placed oak logs and extended them outwards to the 2 oak logs that I placed in front of the building. Then, the next step was to put down spruce slabs in the gaps, which would act as a floor. I like the look of this. It's very clean, it has depth, it has a nice amount of area. I usually make balconies way too big, so I'm going to take a note of it that my balconies do not need to be giant, massive, flat surfaces. You can just have a nice, quaint balcony like this. Also, you might be thinking, hey, you know all that gold gear you're getting from zombies? What are you doing with that, Sean? You making use of that? And the answer is yes, of course. I'm taking all the gold I get from all the, plagued citizens, and I'm putting it in a furnace and melting it down into golden nuggets, which I can then convert 9 into to get 1 single gold brick. So, it wasn't a lot, but any amount of gold is useful, all right? My man always needs gold. Always needs it in his chest. Don't even worry about me. I'm a man who's taking care of myself. Speaking of which, before going to bed that night, I used the XP that I had gotten from the Blood Moon to get my defense up to level 16. Yes! Finally, level 16, which means I could finally use diamond armor. So I made a chest piece and a helmet. Then I was back to work the next day, day 35. I needed to make some of the vertical oak logs look better. So spruce stairs were used to make this just look a little bit better. And again, I learned that instead of forcing wood types to be all the same, you can sometimes get a better match. In this case, using spruce stairs and oak logs. It gets you a very similar color, and therefore it blends very nicely. And speaking of blending, I blended this man's brain by putting a halberd into it. I continued putting up staircases. Once those were done, I made the front door look a lot nicer by replacing some of the dirt with cobblestone to give it a more dirty stone look. A nice little entryway. Day 36. Speaking of 36, my legs had finally healed from breaking them 36 times previously, so I broke them 36 more times by raising up more oak logs. What I learned here was that you can sort of cheat the build by not placing these logs directly on top of the ones that touch the ground. They're actually 1 block back, which is good because sometimes I make my builds look bad at the expense of them having to make physical sense, in the sense that the log needs to be on top of a log, which you don't have to do. I don't know why I forced myself to do that previously. The next phase was getting the proper walls up, but here's where my first challenge was with this tutorial. To get the medieval look, the second floor of the manor needed some sort of white wall. The guide wanted me to use calcite, except in this version of Minecraft, calcite doesn't exist. So I figured that I would use polished, what is it called? Polished diorite? Diorite? Is that what it's called? I'm an idiot. I can't read. Diorite. I figured I'd use this because it was kind of white. But when I put it down, I didn't like the look of it at all.
Yeah, I don't know if that...
But you know what? Thank God that I randomly installed a bunch of medieval mods in this mod pack. One of them included all of these blocks, which were perfect for this thing. To make them, you need a building tool, which is just 2 sticks and some stone. Then you put wood on top of it, and boom, you've got timber wood. It starts as plain timber, but if you run it through the crafting bench a few times, you can get different patterns. I made 2 patterns, one of them with an X and one was plain. And I tried both of them, and I decided that I like the X more, so that's what I'll be using in place of calcite in this build. So I continued building. By nightfall, I was mostly done.
Starting to look good. Starting to look very, very good. A zombie come bite me. I mean, a plagued citizen. Yeah, I can hear them. Here we go. Well, it wouldn't be a nice night without... Well, pretty good impression, eh? Almost like I did all the voices for these things.
On day 37, very simple day. I just did some farming and some other... Honestly, I can't remember what I did. Just farming. The next layer called for some more spruce planks, so I trimmed the entire structure with spruce planks. Then it was onto the front door. The front door had this high ceiling with a steep roof. To get it, I needed to build upwards further with the timber frame blocks in an almost triangle-like pattern where each row gets a little shorter and shorter. So I just followed the guide and did what the man told me to do, and it looked very good by the end of it. It was much higher than I'd ever normally build. I always feel like I'm not building high enough, so it's good to know that if you think you're going high, go higher. Good. However, I made a few small mistakes, which I later fixed, and then I started on what would later become the big grand window to let light in. Then it was on to raising the walls around the rest of the structure to be even higher, which I did with more timber blocks. Lastly, I needed the back of this place to match the front, so that back wall needed to come up more. Except on this one, instead of it being a big window, there'd be 2 doors.
Getting huge. Biggest Minecraft house I've ever built. By far. Look at that mansion going up. Incredible.
Next up was to bring oak logs even higher. These things were getting, we're getting a little buck nutty.
Looking really good though.
This man, Chunky MC, or Tony, very talented man, knows exactly how to make stuff look good, and this place was looking very good. I needed more wood though, so more spruce staircases. I need a lot of those things. These arches were getting high, and the higher the things got, the more difficult it was to work.
How great that looks.
I spent most of the day cutting down trees, making this useless scarecrow thing, whatever it was, and then making more of the front of the manor look nice. I needed the front oak logs to be higher, and instead of breaking my legs again, I got a bucket of water and put it down so that I could jump into it. And after that, I knocked out some of the cross beams, and it was looking pretty good, pretty good. The next step was to add a flower bed under each of the windows, but this man, Chunky MC, he was in creative, and very easy, you just place down a grass block. However, when you're me and you're playing in survival with a bunch of plagued citizens around you, not so simple. You got to use regular dirt, and then you got to build a staircase up to that dirt. So that's exactly what I did. No, I didn't actually. I just put it down, and I think I thought that grass would grow on it eventually. So that's good. It was also a plague spread night, so I had to fight off a horde. I cured an absurd amount of plagued citizens that night. The halberd is effective because it allows me to keep my distance between myself and the plague. And right now the plague, it is getting rough. It has a 70% chance of spreading on contact right now. So basically, if any of these things so much as touch me, I become one infected man. I did not want that to happen.
Oh, no.
Okay, this was not good. I only had one golden apple left, and with that infection, it would mean that I would not have any. And without any gold, a single touch from a plague citizen would very likely mean my death. So I spent the rest of that night fighting them off, and I ate my golden apple in the morning. I needed to shift my focus now to getting gold, and therefore more golden apples. Instead, I made this stupid thing.
Hey. Oh.
That target dummy scared me like 30 times. Currently, I only had 6 gold and 7 nuggets, so I needed just a tiny bit more. I also needed an apple, because at this point my apples were all gone, and yeah, I don't know what to say about that, alright? So I went out and I set sail, hoping to find some sort of structure, like another wooden outpost or another building that might have apples or gold in it. I was hoping to find something like that. And shortly into my journey, I found another one of those brick houses, and I thought that I might get some gold in here. I didn't, but I did get an apple upstairs in the chest, which I needed. Further down the river, I found an exposed dungeon, and I thought maybe I could pop inside and find a chest somewhere, not far in, maybe even in light, and grab some gold. But all I found that night was that it was going to be a blood moon, and I wasn't even home.
No, this is the... Okay, this couldn't get worse.
So what I did was I got in my boat, set sail into the middle of the river, and just waited it out.
Look how many there is now. Oh. Everywhere you go, there's just so many flooding out of the woods. I guess I'll just keep sailing looking for a village.
In the morning, my plan was to climb into the mountain ahead of me and just see what was on top of it. But there was a horde of plagued in front of me. And this would be my greatest challenge yet. Getting around these things without getting infected.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sail around them. That's exactly how I'm gonna deal with that problem.
Okay, that was way easier than... So I climbed the ice wall, used my pickaxe, which I thought was a pretty good use of a pickaxe, you know? Use this thing to climb. When I got up, I very carefully approached the castle.
Actually, there's gold in here. A lot of spawners. They're breaking down all the doors. The door around here? What's going on? What is going on? It's freaking my dog out.
I don't like the sound of them banging on doors like that. And I was scared that the plague would fall off the top of this castle and box me in, so I left and tried to get the chests from the windows. I managed to get one. There was nothing in there. Nothing useful. I mean, I'm sure there was something useful, but there was no gold. I needed gold. So I started thinking that the good loot must be on top of the castle. It must be up there. So my plan was to climb up and hopefully through a window get some stuff. So that's what I did. I got up to the balcony, secured the doors, and started looking for chests. Nothing. So I went higher and I still found nothing. I tried to push my luck by going down into the castle.
Oh! Relax, 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 relax. There was a chest there, though. Okay. So in this situation, my heart is pounding right now, and I don't entirely. Why are they trying to get to me? Look how many just came out of the castle. They're still coming out. I've never done this before.
This place was crawling with plagued citizens. Just look at this.
The castle is just loaded.
But I really needed gold, and night was falling. In one of the windows previously, I saw that there was beds in one of the rooms. I figured that I could pop into one of those rooms, grab a bed, pull it out, and sleep outside to pass the night and not get infected. So I went back up, found the bed, got in there, secured the room, and I actually thought that I'd be able to sleep with like 70 plagued people banging on the doors next to me. I spent the evening trying to slowly push further and further into the castle by carefully clearing and blocking rooms off one by one. I thought that if I was extremely careful, constantly checked my back, secured all rooms, and used torches, I would be safe in doing this. And I had to be, because I had no golden apples, and if any of these many plagued citizens even so much as touched me, it would likely mean my death, and I would need to restart this entire thing. So I treaded very carefully.
Remember, if just one of these things touches me, it's pretty much over for me. Oh! I can sleep now if I come all the way over here. Oh, it's interesting that if I go over here, they leave. That's exactly what I was afraid of. Okay. Okay. That's not good at all. That is not good.
And then somehow It's Ryan plagued citizen got in and infected me with one single touch. I needed gold and I needed it now. You see that timer at the top, how it says 8 minutes? Forget that. It's not, it's 3 minutes, right? 3 minutes and the plague moves on to the next stage. That means I had 9 minutes total to find gold or die.
Oh no! You're kidding. Oh. I didn't think I get as lucky as... Oh, okay. Oh. Where's the gold? Where's the gold? Are you kidding me? Was that some sort of joke? What is this, a cemetery? Obelisk? There's a house there. Please have gold. Why would there just be gold in a random house? Oh, I'm coming in this way. There's 1 gold. And a name tag, and bones. I don't know what to do. Do I mine? I'm gonna have to mine. Oh, I'm running out of time. I have to find gold here. I need 1 piece of gold. Yeah, literally one piece of gold. I'm on infection 3. What? Oh, because it takes less time now. So that timer's not accurate. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't care. No! Right there, right there. I have the gold. Come on. I don't know when that's gonna end. Come on. Okay, come on. Oh my god. Oh. I'm shaking right now. I'm shaking. Oh. Hey. Not today. Not today, my mans. No way. Oh. You thought I was joining you. Not a chance. I don't even know how I'm gonna get out of this right now.
I ate that golden apple with just 34 seconds to spare. But now I needed to get out of here alive. My first move was to kill the plague within the immediate area with my halberd. Next, I secured the area by using some torches. With the area lit up, I was starting to see how much gold was in this cave.
There's more gold over there. More gold there. Oh, there's so much gold in here. Okay, I gotta get all the gold down here. More gold right there. Alright, I'm starting to feel like things are gonna be a-okay.
I didn't want to leave the cave without all this gold. First, I got the gold underwater. Then I got the gold above the lava. And further into the cave, I got the gold. Then there was some more underwater, and then there was some more in the cave. I was just trying to get as much gold as I could. But all of this mining was drawing a lot of attention.
Someone's throwing potions and I don't know where from. They're getting closer. They're just whipping potions down here. What is that? What are you doing? It's time to try to figure out how to get out of here.
So I dug my way out, and only a few blocks away from the cabin, I emerged. I got in there and started smelting some stuff and went to bed. I looked at the map. I wasn't as far from home as I thought. And while I was peeping around in the menus and stuff, I noticed that silver granted a damage bonus against undead. This was very, 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 very useful knowledge. I didn't want to go home just yet. While I was in this interesting area, I wanted to see if there was anything worth grabbing. So I left the cabin, had a look around, and didn't really find anything besides this graveyard, which kind of looks cool for this area, but there was nothing really here. It's kind of a waste of time. In the morning, it was time to head home. So I grabbed my gear and left. I thought I could avoid the castle by climbing up the side of this glacier over here and then running around it. And I used my map to kind of chart my path. I still had to climb off this one and onto another one, but it was pretty much smooth sailing all the way back to my house. I was very happy to make it home alive. So I have a ton of gold now, but I don't have apples. And honestly, I'm kind of embarrassed to admit that I still don't know how to reliably get apples in Minecraft, but I looked it up and it seems that you just need to cut down oak trees. And there was a lot around here, but the ones that I've cut down did not give me apples. They needed to be the regular Minecraft ones. So I planted some near the house. Before going to bed, I looked up some weapons, and apparently the silver greatsword is a beautiful piece of weaponry, right? And this thing, not only does it give you a damage bonus against undead, but it also has reach 2 and sweeping. So that is perfect for all of this. So I made one. And the next day I tried it out on some plagued and cured them with it. And wow, this is a truly beautiful piece of weaponry here.
Oh! Pretty good.
And then I got back to work on Mustard Manor. I finally realized that the grass, the window, whatever called, the flower boxes aren't gonna grow grass on their own. So I made up little dirt bridges up to them so that the grass could spread. Well, the next phase of the build was to add spruce planks to the front wall in another triangle-like pattern to add depth to the front here. It also made this thing far higher, and this thing was it was massive. It made me worried about how long the roof was gonna be and how long it was gonna take to get all of the supplies to build the roof. But you know what? Mustard Manor must be the best. The next stage was to build the side balcony. So I started by raising the oak logs up even higher, again, breaking my legs in the process. Next, there were the horizontal spruce logs, followed by, no, spruce logs, oak logs, followed by the upside down stairs to make the shape better. Then I added some dirt under the windows again, to make flower boxes that I'd need staircases up to get the grass to spread. And then I broke more legs and made more horizontal oak logs as I built up the wall higher. Then I continued this pattern on of breaking my legs and putting horizontal blocks onto the backside of the manor. Back to work on the manor the next day, working on the balcony of the tall back wall. I was using spruce slabs and spruce trapdoors as floorboards. Another thing I've learned here is how useful spruce trapdoors are for building. The next day in the morning, from my tower, you can see how big this thing was. It was pretty good. It looked, you know what, actually it's pretty good. I was only getting started here though. You know what I didn't like? Those floating leaves. That just kind of, no one wants to see those things. Anyways, it was another day of building. This time, raising up oak logs on the back wall even higher. Just getting those things nice and high, making arches and adding flower boxes. I was a man who was working.
By the way, I'm still hearing that. I've been hearing people puke now for like 20 hours. You're watching the video? You don't... That gets cut out. Yeah, not for me. I'm trying to build a house. I just constantly hear that behind me. Sitting in my office right now, trying to build my Minecraft house. Listen to people puke. It's good. Yeah, there's more. I'm pulling out my notepad right now to write this down. Guys, hacking stuff up.
I cut down the trees the next day. I planted. I was hoping to get some apples, and I didn't. So I went back out into the woods, and I found one, and I cut it down, and I got an apple, thankfully. I got more wood. I came back, and I worked on the manor more. And the same thing for day 54. It was more work on the manor. I set up 3 small balconies on the front side of the structure, and you know, it was looking pretty good. I also added lanterns to them, which was a nice permanent light source. Right now, the torches, how they burn out, it starts to become a bit of a problem, but using these lanterns, I don't gotta worry about them going out in the middle of the night and having a problem, so this was good. To make lanterns, you need fixed torches though. I can't just take the torches that I light myself. I need to find lit torches in the world. So I only had a limited number of these things. The next phase of building though was the chimney. I had to build this thing up nice and high with stone bricks. And I continued working on it the next day, and when I got to the top, I used stone stairs, slabs, stone walls, and on top of it, hay bales. Yeah, I've never known why people use hay bales on the top of a chimney. I see this a lot. How come you use the hay bales here? Everyone does this. You can't see them from the ground, but for some reason, I don't know, I just did it because that's what the guide said to do. At the time, I only had 2 campfires though, so for now, it's kind of a half-lit chimney. But I made more in my tower that night. The next day, I put the rest of the campfires in the chimney, and then I started the next phase, which was the part I was most excited for. The tower. A man loves a nice big tower, right? You get a tower on your base, it's feeling good. I don't know if you know this by now, but I always try to make a tower, and this is gonna be the best looking one that I can't say that I made. I mean, I did make it, but I did not come up with a design again, so I was excited to make... what am I saying right now? Get back to the script, I'm going so far. I started building this thing up high using stone bricks and cracked stone bricks to give it a little bit of texture. And when I got to the top, I started making the frame larger, so it was just one big square.
Wait, type 4 in the comments if that scared you. What am I saying? It's so stupid. Oh, I'm typing 4 right now.
I kept working on the tower the following day, filling it in with more and more stone bricks. It got a little bit more complicated at the top when I needed to use upside down stairs, full blocks and walls to make this pattern, but after I finished that part, it looked very good. Finally, it was time to start tackling the part that I was most dreading. The roof. I never liked doing roofs. It is... I'm a man who falls off this sort of stuff, so I risk my life every time I work on one of these things. But to do the roof, I was going to need deep slate, and since this is version 1.12, there is no deep slate in this version of Minecraft. So I needed to figure out how I was going to get deep slate in a version of Minecraft where it doesn't exist. So I'll tell you what I did. I downloaded a new mod that adds it to the world, and in order to find it in the world, I was going to have to go to a chunk that I hadn't explored yet. So that was my plan, to just go start finding unexplored chunks and look for deep slate at the bottom of the, I don't know, at a deep coordinate. So I gathered my stuff, I grabbed I prepared a golden apple just in case I got bit, and I got ready to leave.
Looking good. Just needs a roof badly.
I set sail until I couldn't sail anymore. Then I climbed a hill and I slept in a forest. In the morning, I kept exploring. I found a beach, dug up a ton of sand, while I was here because I was going to need this eventually. And then I kept going. I figured while I was all the way out here, I may as well just kind of look around. So that's what I did.
What is going on here? Doesn't look safe, does it? My man the sheep, guess what? You're gonna go figure out what's going on down there. Oh my, I'm stuck, okay. Oh! Hey, he's going down! What is going on down here? Oh, it's just zombies down here. I've got plagued people down here.
I found a nice spot and started digging down until I hit deep slate, and with that, it was time to fill my inventory. I spent the entire day and night mining deep slate and stacking it in a double chest. It was a plague spread night, but you know, I was a man underground, so it didn't matter. I was mining, completely oblivious to what was going on above me. Everything was going well until I mined into some diamonds, and at that point, my priority shifted to, I want to get these diamonds. I tried to mine them, and it didn't work. And so I went to the mod page, and I found out that you can only mine deep slate diamonds with a diamond pickaxe, but at the time, I could not use a diamond pickaxe because my skill wasn't high enough. So with that, my focus shifted entirely to leveling up my skills so that I could use a diamond pickaxe. And not only that, but I didn't even have a diamond pickaxe at the time. So I wasn't high enough level, and I didn't even have the item. But, I was very close. I was level 15, so one more level and I could use a diamond pickaxe. And I was sure I could find diamonds, regular diamonds, not deep slate diamonds, regular diamonds, somewhere down here. So my priority became getting a diamond pickaxe, because if I had a diamond pickaxe, I could mine this deep slate way faster. Now just to reiterate, you might see that my level is higher than 16 at the time. That's my Minecraft level. I don't know how to explain this. This doesn't even make sense to me. I need to get my Minecraft level up to level 18 so that I can get my mining level up to 16. Yeah, and I also need... I already explained this. I don't know, I wrote that on my script twice. So the next day, day 62, I got out of the deep slate area and started looking for diamonds.
Right there. One of those emeralds. Did I just get infected?
I carefully went and got the diamonds. It was a hassle because there was a whole bunch of stuff going on here. I had to build a bridge, climb down, cut the bridge off so that the zombies wouldn't come up behind me. I mean, plagued citizens. But there was... what am I saying right now? I got diamonds to make the pickaxe. That was one part of the equation taken care of. The next part was I needed XP, so I mined to an opening, and I started just waiting for plagued citizens to come. And only a few spawned, so I mined and smelted some stuff, and I got 18 levels. And then I cashed it in and got to level 16 mining, and boom. I was finally able to use a diamond pickaxe. Now that's very easy to explain, but in reality that was very stressful and took me a while to do all of that. I wrote it out in 2 sentences, it took me, it was stressful. So I made it, I used it to get those diamonds that I originally had found, then I slept. But here's the thing. I already had quite a bit of deep slate, enough that it was going to take me more than one trip to get it all back to my house. And considering that I was pretty far from where the mansion was, I figured I would just do one of the trips now and come back and do the rest of the mining later. So I packed up a bunch of deep slate, climbed out of the mine, and started walking home. I saw some very weird things on my way back.
Why do they all have eggs? They're all carrying eggs. Well, they all got eggs. What's going on with these eggs?
I made it home by nightfall, but when I got there, I realized that I had left my bed in the cave, which led me to decide to spend the night killing plagued citizens. I gotta find a different word for it. Killing plagued people. And, yeah, doing that didn't end up so well for me.
What is that thing? Oh my. No! I don't have an apple. I don't have an apple. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Maybe I do have one. Apple. There. No apple. No apple. No apple. I gotta go.
So here I was again, scrambling to find a basic item in a short amount of time with the risk of losing everything.
Come on, apple, 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 apple. Apple. Apple! Okay. No, hit again, doesn't matter. Already infected. Okay.
Hey! All that could have been avoided if I had just brought my bed back with me, and now I was a man down to 8 gold. That's good. We're really happy about that. I enchanted my diamond pickaxe with the efficiency 3 book that I had found. I forget where, somewhere. I don't know. I think it was in that dungeon before. And boom! Well, I was ready to get a ton of deep slate. So I started running back, but on my way back, I got distracted when I found a house in the woods.
Oh! Look at this. The 15th version of this house I've found. Straight up to the chest up here, what do we got? Are you kidding me? That's actually annoying. You might think that's a good thing. I'll tell you why it's annoying. Think about everything I just went through. Trying to get that diamond pickaxe. Getting infected, essentially twice. There's one right there.
Then I made it back to the cave. And I was finally ready to mine. But for some reason, I slept. And in the morning, I just left. I spent the entire day running home. So all of that work to get a nice, fast pickaxe, I just didn't use it, alright? So that's good, love that. In the mind of a man, we can't... Anyway, so that night I made some lanterns and I set them up around the mansion because sooner or later, the plagued... We're going to start getting inside of here. On day 66, I was back to working on the tower. It was very annoying having to tower up with dirt every single time. And I suppose I could have made some sort of ladder or something up the side to speed this whole thing up. But you know, I'm an idiot and I didn't do that. But it was nice watching my man in the video fly around in creative, putting an unlimited amount of blocks down while I was man struggling here. You know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. I built a water tower to make this faster, but I still don't know how to properly swim in 1.12. So I don't know if it made it any faster, to be honest. It was a very slow process going up and down this water. But I got back to building, and the next phase was to get some oak log supports up for the roof. Then do some cross beams. So I did all that. I added some stairs to add an arc. You know, it was starting to look pretty good. On day 67, here's me going up the waterfall again, nice and slow. Love doing that. You know, day 67, it was not that interesting of a day. I don't even know why I have it in the script here. I just worked on the tower more, and I think I have a stomach ache in real life at this point because I had ate some cheese. I'm lactose. What am I writing in the script? There's literally zero reason to put that in the... Anyways, focus, okay. I put up a ton of spruce trapdoors around the perimeter, both railings and on top. Which, you know, these spruce trapdoors are very versatile. They look good. They're a thin block. I start using these more. These are nice. I got the grass had finally grown into my windowsills, so that was nice.
Hey, that looks pretty good. Hey, beautiful.
And on day 68, I worked on the front porch of the house. Well, I guess the balcony. And on day 69, I just did the side balcony roof. Things were going well.
Farming 12. What's my farming at right now? 8. Oh! Gosh! Oh! How are they get? Oh, because I have a hole in my fence. It's my fault.
I'm a man who does not like doing the roof, right?
Every every time.
This is, who likes doing roofs? No one does, right? It's not... Doing the roof was going to be a long, boring process, so I'm not going to go too much into detail with the, like, 8,000 different blocks that I put down on the roof here. I was following the guide. It's just a bunch of deep slate stairs, full blocks, and slabs, alright? You're just going to see the roof slowly get built over the next little bit, and I'm not going to bother explain... What? Just... Come on.
Listening to this is actually starting to make me feel sick. It's just disgusting.
I somehow forgot that it was a plague spread night.
No, just take a night off. Take a night off. Tonight is not necessary to play this game. No! Wrong way. I don't want to waste any of these two because they're precious. Stop it! Oh! See? I don't know what just hit me. Something hit me. Something is hitting me. Oh, it's an invisible spider! What? Are you? What? Okay, look at this now. Come on, everyone. One of those always says diamond armor back there. How does this man get diamond armor? Come on, zombies, one and all. There's a witch over there for some reason. Ignore that guy. I'm going to cull them. Got the full diamond set. Oh, diamond helmet. Oh, that's... Hey, come on. Oh! Stop picking up the helmet! I have a diamond helmet, it's not worth risking. But what if it's enchanted? It's not enchanted. What? Come on! He hit me through the... I knew the diamond helmet was going to cause problems. I knew it. As soon as I saw that guy with diamond armor, I thought this... Yeah, come on, everyone. Let's just start picking these guys off.
I had to use my last apple to cure that infection, and now I was very, very low on gold. Again. So I went out looking for oak trees to cut down.
Apple. What is going... A man needs apples. Needs them bad. You can't deny a man an apple. I'm telling you that right now. You deny a man an apple, he starts getting a little bit crazy. You don't know what he'll do next. I need apples. I will literally die without an apple. No more games. No more saplings, just apples. I don't want to be spending any more time on this than I need to be. See, the reason it's good I'm doing it now because this is the type of thing that you don't want to do when you're watching the infection spread through your body. There's that dungeon again. I keep ending up back here.
I completely forgot about that dungeon, and I still wanted to loot it, but not without apples and gold.
No, I bet you... Oh, there's an apple! Okay. I will return. Probably to that castle when I have silver weapons. And I will cull that place. You ever say a word and not be 100% sure what it means, but you say it anyways? I keep saying cull, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't actually know what it means. I just know in World of Warcraft, that's what Arthas said in one of the Caverns of Time dungeon in Wrath of the Lich King. Calling of Stratholme. He went in there and got rid of all the sick people. So that's where I got that from. You know, there's many times where I've used words and not been entirely confident in their meaning. When I was applying for college, I had to went in to write an essay for one of the applications. I had to write it in person in a room with a bunch of other people, and at the time, I was certain. No, I wasn't certain. I was 75% sure I knew what the word detrimental meant. So what did I do? On the essay, I wrote how detrimental being accepted to... Come on. Every time I get a golden apple, it gets taken from me. Come on. No, please, not a blood moon. Anything but a blood moon. Where are those torches? Let's light this place up. I'm not doing the whole one rogue zombie, plague guy gets in. We're not doing it. Absolutely not. I'm fixing this stuff before it becomes a problem. That doesn't make sense. I don't care. You can just walk through that. You can walk through that. I gotta fix it. I didn't know you could just walk through that. Why can you walk through the gate? Where? There it is. What am I saying? Where? Go. Seal it. This one's fine. It's this one. I'm going up where it's safe. There better not be anything up here. Better not get up here and the boys up here. Oh, waiting for you. Good to see you. Let me cough all over you. Look, I have enough gold for another one too. Like I was saying, the word detrimental. I was certain that word meant necessary. That it was absolutely, it was a word that conveyed a sense of just pure requirement. So on my essay, I wrote how detrimental that college would be to my future success, my future career. Being accepted at that college would be extremely detrimental to my future career. And I lathered that essay with that word. I didn't get into the college. I was rejected. You know what? Joke's on you, because now I'm a professional Minecraft player. Alright. Yeah, I like this tower. Hey, you know what? College that rejected me? You got a beautiful Minecraft tower like this? Nice big blood moon. Bunch of plagued citizens stacking up on your walls.
I kept working on the tower roof the next day, and it was starting to look pretty good. The whole mansion was just looking very good. You know, my man, MC Moose, tremendous builder, right? I'm thoroughly impressed with this whole thing. It looks incredible. The last thing that I need to do, though, with the roof was put a little lightning rod on top of it. So, I went up, did that, and then I went to bed. I had to cut down 1 million plagued citizens in the morning. Then I used that XP to level up farming so that I could put flowers or use bone meal or something in my windowsills to make it look a little bit nicer so it wasn't just a boring grass block. So I did that, and then I got back to work on the roof. I kept doing that the next day too, just working on the roof here. The guide called for an additional window door thing, which added a ton of depth to the roof. Kind of, yeah, it looked good. It looked very good. And the next day, I did it to the other side and did the same thing. Just built the roof out, added another one of these little windows things. It was going well. Things were going well. And I finally got an apple on day 76 when I took a little break from building.
Oh, there we go. Beautiful. What is this? What is going... Okay. I'm just gonna ignore it. That is... There's more over here. I have no idea what that is, and I'm just gonna... I think one of the mods is not working well, so just gonna... This late into the video, you know, it is what it is, alright?
I was looking for a new spot to mine deep slate that wasn't so far because I'd ran out and I needed more. And on my way to find a new little hole, I actually found a little pirate ship, which I boarded and got a golden apple from. Hey, nope, not so bad finding one of these things on a pirate ship. Pretty good. I also found a spot to mine, so I mined down. I got some deep slate and I found more gold, which is the best thing I can find. Way better than diamonds. Gold, a man loves gold. So, got the gold and I went to bed. In the morning, I was up early to mine, with absolutely no idea that I was about to be a one dead man.
Oh! What just happened? What was that? What was that? What was that? How did that zombie get in here? You know how that zombie must have gotten in here? There's those... In some of the caves, there's those leaves. Or plants that if you step on, you get teleported. It must have teleported into here by stepping on one of those.
But you know what? I didn't die. Because just like the mold in the mugs on my desk, I refuse to die. I keep coming back. No matter what you throw at me, I'm back. I'm growing. I'm always spread. Anyways, I kept mining and I found some diamonds and I got a ton of deep slate. In the morning, I ran all the way back to my mansion and it turns out that this new mine was just as far as the first one because it took me all day to get back, so this was kind of pointless. But my house, the mansion was looking good. Looking very good. Then I worked on the roof more on day 79, and why don't you take a wild guess what I did on day 80? I worked on the roof all day again, and all night. And since it was a plague spread night, I fought the citizens, and for the first time I did not get infected. Kind of amazing, to be honest. I celebrated the next day by working on the roof. My favorite thing in the world to do, be a man up on the roof, hot sun, slabbing down these deep slate tiles. Just give me a inventory full of deep slate, send me up on someone's roof, and you won't hear a single complaint from me. That's all I love to do in life. Just put down. Come on, just stay on this. Okay, day 83, more of the same stuff the next day. You know what? That was the case for day 84 as well. Just nothing more, nothing less. I needed more deep slate though, because I was firing through this stuff, going through it faster than I don't know. I can't come up with a. Come up with a joke in the comments, right? I was going through deep slate faster than. Who knows? Anyways, so I was back in the mines again, and once I had what I felt like was enough deep slate, which it probably wasn't, I climbed out of the mine and made my way home. This mine that I had picked was much closer for real this time, so the journey back wasn't bad at all. Then I slept and kept working into day 86. And I was getting very bored of working on this roof. Very, very bored. So on day 87, I discovered something. What?
Where are the turkeys? There's one. Okay, I just want to see. Hello, turkeys. I don't have much time to speak. Are you interested in this? Yes, you are. Okay, so if I do this, you guys gonna make a turkey? Answer quickly. Okay. That's all I need to know. Look how good this looks. I gotta get rid of that dirt.
The next day, I used this to my advantage by luring 2 turkeys back to the mansion. Although one of them was missing a tail for some reason. What do you call a turkey without a tail? You call it a You call it a YouTube comment, alright? You fill that in as well. It's 2 comments you gotta leave in there. Come up with a joke there, I don't know. So I took half the day, but I lured the turkey back to my house.
There we are, 2 turkeys.
The next day I replaced all the windows of the house with clear glass because I didn't like the look of the dark glass with my shaders. And with that, the exterior of the house was finally done. I was so happy. Look how beautiful this thing looks. This thing looks absolutely amazing. Now the only thing was that I was going to have to defend it from an onslaught of plagued citizens who now will possess the ability, on day 100, to build up and destroy blocks. There's no way I just spent, like, 35 hours building this thing for a bunch of brainless, disgusting creatures that are vomiting all over the place to come and destroy this. So I was going to defend this thing with my life. And to do that, I was going to need to set up a bunch of traps. So one of the traps that I wanted to set up was something that I learned back when I did the original Mustard Virus, and that is the note block trap. But I didn't quite remember how I built it, so I had to build a note block and then practice with it outside. Oh, no, never mind, that's later. Don't worry about that later. It was day 90, it was time to take on that dungeon that I talked about before. So I made 2 golden apples, but I kept one in my chest so that I wouldn't drop it somewhere and lose it. And I also made 2 silver greatswords and some other stuff. I don't know. I was getting supplies ready to take on a dungeon. But on my way out, I got distracted by clearing up some of those floating trees and realized that it was way too late in the day to leave, especially on a plague spread night.
There's a... This is not good. This is not good. There's a way in. I need to remove that. I know that there's a lot in here, so I'm trying to... No! Oh! Yeah! Now the goal is not to use 2 golden apples in one night. They just keep coming. They're just like they just keep coming. I don't even want to think about day 100.
Okay, I was down to 1 golden apple again. Love that. A man who's constantly living on the edge. It's, wonderful. I also discovered something had happened with my turkeys in the morning.
Why is there a... What have you done?
I needed more apples again, so I went out to cut down trees until I got one, and shortly after finding one, I found something else. A castle. The new plan was to raid this place instead of that dungeon. The one that was a hole in the ground. I wanted to go in this castle, see what was going on in here.
Alright. I absolutely refuse to get infected here. Refuse to get infected. First things first. Gonna remove that. Gonna watch out for dropping zombies. Every window. Right here. Oh! watch up there. Oh! Oh my god. Look at my frame rate. Oh! 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 No! Look at this, so 24 apples, 15 gold. This? Not even a big deal anymore. What is a big deal? It's the sheer amount of zombies that are in here. Oh, here they all come. Come on out! Entire kingdom in here. Look at that. Absolutely incredible.
When I got home, I removed more floating trees. You know, this is just, it's not fun doing this. This is a little worse. This is worse than making the roof. I still wanted to explore that dungeon in the ground, so on day 94, I went there.
Alright. I said I would return, and here I come. Look how far down it goes. Okay. Okay, that's kind of scary. I am actually a little bit scared doing this. Especially because of how long it takes me to place a... There was a golden apple down here. Oh no. I was afraid they'd be down here. Oh! Look at this. You know, I should be collecting this stuff too. Whoa! Another golden apple. One thing I'm kind of worried about is...
You know what? I think that was kind of a waste of time. I don't, yeah, probably didn't need to go do all that. Anyway, so, hey, remember that note block I was talking about? That whole little speech I gave because I thought that I did that on day 90? Yeah, so just remember everything I said there, right? I needed to set up a trap. So I took out that note block, put it in front of my house, and started messing around with it. Trying to get it to repeat a, like, a noise signal. Like, boom, boom, boom. You can see in the video.
Need to, like... Okay. So that works.
The plan was to move this thing outside of my walls, dig a giant pit around it with trapdoors, so that the idiots would hear it, walk over, and just drop into a pit, and stay very far away from my absolutely beautiful mansion. I don't need to get their disgusting, vomity hands all over my mansion. I could just hang out in this pit. So that's exactly what I did. Yeah, I also said something to the turkey at one point.
Hey, remember you killed your friend? Nice. Not nice. What am I saying? That's terrible. Horrible, actually.
Okay, time to build it. Day 96. I dug the pit around the mechanism. And then I set up some trapdoors above the pit. And now this thing should be armed and should be working. But I needed to dig down a little bit deeper. So I dug it down, and then I connected a small tunnel from the pit to my mansion so that I would be able to walk down the stairs to this pit and hopefully hack down a bunch of the citizens and collect all of the XP without getting touched by any of them. So it's supposed to be like a little farm of sorts. It's gonna be perfect. I just needed to put down a few more trapdoors and I was done.
Realized I can't have floating ones in the middle. Oh, my infection level's going up. It's going up fast.
Okay, after I cured myself, I went up to the tower to watch the trap.
They can still kind of see me, but... Well, maybe I should put a trap there then. Okay, they start to go for it. Oh, they see me. As soon as they see me, they turn around. But if I stand here long enough, if I stand in here, they'll go for it.
The next day I wanted to test the kill pit to see how it worked.
Should be able to walk down here. I just got... It needs some tweaking. I can't, just because I have a lot of them, I can't be wasting them.
But you know, I was going through golden apples fast. I guess I was being reckless because I thought that I had lots of them. I really didn't. I'm already down to like, I only had 3 left or something like that. It's like that old saying, if a man wins the lottery, he'll be dead in a week. But you know what? Not me. No way. If I win the lottery, I will be alive. Alive and well. They'll say he's the world's most alive man. If I ever win the lottery. Okay. You know what? Enough. So I made a silver pike here because I was thinking, alright, I need to be able to poke these guys from very far away because I'm getting tired of getting vomited on. So a nice silver pike will do. So I made one of those, which has the longest reach you can get.
Look how big this thing is. Oh, I can hit him from so far with this. This breaks so easy.
When I was in the tower a few days ago, I noticed that the plague citizens stacked up in the corner of my fence, and I guess it was because of it was the closest block that they could reach that was to me or something. I don't know. They stood in this corner, so I dug a pit down here and topped it with trap doors, and it seemed to work well.
All right. Oh, well, the water's gonna put them out.
But it was time to sleep, and getting ready for day 99. Kind of a big, huge day.
There's one in my house. There's one in my house. Right there. He's right there. He's coming for me. How did you get in my house?
Usually, with this pit, since I was setting up a farm, the plan would be just to kill them all with a sword or the pike or something like that and then collect all the XP. But because day 100 was going to be an absolute all-out siege, I wanted all of them just to die right away. I didn't want them spending time down in the pit, being alive, being able to build out of the pit or anything like that. So the plan was to temporarily fill the pits with lava so that they would die right away. The thing is, it was day 99, and I had 1 day to find the lava. And I thought this was going to be a challenge, but it turns out I actually remembered where lava was. It was down below in the original mine that I made. So I went down, filled buckets, brought it up, filled the traps, went down, got more buckets, brought it up, filled the traps. I was a man carrying buckets of lava in and out of here, getting ready for the final day on day 100, where it was going to be an all-out siege.
Here we go. I've been in this position before. I've been staring down a horde of death. But I did not run. What am I talking about? I've ran almost every time. What am I... Okay, it seems to be working. I don't want to go on that side. I want to stay on this side. Here they come. Here they come. It looks like they're falling for the trap. This guy's thinking about it. Yep, he decided that, you know what, I'm going in there. He's going for it. The traps, that one had TNT, you see that? Why are these plagued citizens going for why are they stupid? I don't know. The plague affects their brain. Like that man just ran right in. It's actually going quite well. I am very surprised about this. See what happens here. Yeah, this guy here. Kind of stupid. They're still going for it. Alright. Oh yeah, they can break. I forgot they can break. Oh! Oh! Okay, they're in. They're in. Why am I left? Stop! Put that away. Okay, they're totally inside. They're totally inside. What are they doing? What are they doing? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hey, okay, relax. I'm bumping you off the moment. You're going down. Well, take one more step up here. No, I spent hours building this fortress. They're on the roof. The trap seems to be diverting some of them. I don't want them destroying my roof. I've been infected again. Okay, I gotta ride this infection out right till the very end. What are they doing? Stop breaking the walls! You have no idea how long I spent building this. I gotta lead them away. I gotta lead as many of these things away as I can. In the morning, I'll repair the damage. I just gotta get them away. Okay. I don't even know if that golden apple will work. Okay. How are they rising up from the lava? Oh! Did I just get it? I got infected again. I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay. I gotta watch the timer. I gotta wait till it gets to infection 3, then I'll eat the apple. Why are you still in my house? Leave my house. There's no reason for you guys all to be in there. I'm not in there. You want me, right? I'm over here. Just stay. Infect me. Just stay away from the thing that I spent hours building. Oh, I thought it was on fire. I was supposed to lose it. These guys come walking in with another. Look at this. Why am I running towards them? Infection 2. Okay, once I get hits infection 3, I gotta eat the apple. And if it doesn't work, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I need another greatsword. I can get to my house and make. Oh, there's nothing wrong with my house. If I can make another greatsword, I can survive the rest of the night. They're breaking something. They're breaking something. Okay, I need to get. Look at they've removed walls. Infection 3. I don't know if this is gonna work. It worked. Okay. Okay. Stop. Immediately stop breaking my house. It's day 100. Come on. Come on. Infected again, but I think I have enough gold. Okay. 7 pieces of gold. I'm gonna need that. Just take that. I need this. 7 minutes and switches. Gold. Gold. not enough. It's not enough. It's day 100.